Harry Darling is with us. Harry, just sum up the mood in the dressing room after that. I imagine it's pretty sombre.
Yeah, tough at the minute. Obviously, there's a lot of emotion in there, and it's really disappointing. The result, we wanted to bounce back from the previous game. Obviously, we know that weren't good enough for the club, and we had a really good feeling about today. And yeah, it's a tough one to take at the minute.
At what point during the game did you lose that positive feeling? At what point did it feel like it was getting out of control?
It's tough to say we got out of control because it's just one moment we switched off and they punished us. But as tough as it is to say, there was spells in the game where we created chances, and we got to be ruthless to put them away and be ruthless to keep it out on it. But at the minute, it's just not going our way.
We've spoken to Liam Manning already. He's described the club, the team, as too nice. Did you think that's fair?
At times, yeah. I think it's hard to disagree with that. And we need to stop that happening. It's obviously not a great tag to be labelled with, but some people need some harsh truths, and we need to learn quickly because for this size of club, it's where we are at the minute. It's not good enough.
You spent a lot of your career playing under Liam Manning. He's just lost 6 home games in a row, so he's going to be under lots and lots of pressure. You've seen him before. How do you think he's dealing with it? How will he deal with it from here?
It's tough, but we have to look at ourselves as players. We're out there on the pitch. Obviously, the manager gives us everything we need, but we need to step up as players. You can't always pin it on the manager because at times we haven't been good enough, and we know that. But we'll have to go again Tuesday to put it right. Is
there enough Championship know-how in the squad? You were one of the few signed in the summer who's played a lot of football at this level.
Yeah, there is, and there's a lot of boys in there. You look at Kenny, he's played countless games in the Prem, and he's an international player, so there's lots of experience in there. It's just we need to get around the young boys now, and because we're in a tough place, there's no point hiding away from it because we know where we're at. But the beauty of this league, we can go again Tuesday and hopefully put it right.
But in terms of the psychological damage, the confidence, going again and again, every time you lose, it's harder and harder to keep going, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But that's the league we're in. It's relentless. We know what we sign up for. That's the league, and people need to get used to it as soon as possible because it's not good enough at the minute. We can't keep losing games.
Well, you say what people signed up for. All the talk at the start of the season was of aiming for the top 6, of Norwich City being a club that should be pushing for the playoffs. You're 20th, so if you're not careful, if this goes on, you're going to be looking over your shoulders, aren't you?
Yeah, there is that. Like I said, we're in a tough spot, and it's only down to us as players and staff to change that around, and that's what we'll try and do.
How do you go about doing that?
Go back to the drawing board. I think we'll analyse today's game. We'll look at the positive and negatives in the game, and analyse what we can do better. Go from there.
And you, of course, you've just lost 6 home games in a row. There's nothing for the supporters to get their teeth into. You really want to build the atmosphere, build the momentum, and that's not going to happen here unless results change, is it?
No, exactly. And the fans deserve better. Like I said, for the club of this size, it's not good enough. We know that. Everyone knows that. But all we could do now is go away and work on it and come back fighting again.
You talked before about how glad you are you don't have to play against Josh Sargent anymore. He's such a feared striker in the Championship, but if he doesn't get service, he's not going to score goals, is he? How do you put that right?
Yeah, exactly that. We've got one of the best players, if not the best, in the Championship, so we start getting in the ball, start getting in areas to score goals, and we'll be looking to do that.
And just to finish with, to go back to the comment Liam Manning made about the squad being too nice, can you bring that nasty element out of players, or is it one of those things that's either there or it isn't?
No, we can definitely bring it out. I think, as people, we need to have a reaction. We know it's not good enough, and players know it's not good enough, and we got to drag people up. And some, like I said, some people need to be told, and we'll be looking to do that next game.
Thank you.
Harry, a couple from me, but in terms of, and Liam said this as well, in terms of the style of play, and there's clearly some frustration in terms of the sideways, backward element to some of your possession. I mean, from your perspective, as someone who's sort of at the back, is it about a lack of options in front? Is it a bravery point? What does that kind of come down to?
Look, we need to get into our best players on the ball, which is at the top of the pitch, as simple as that. And at times we've done that, but maybe the final pass was lacking, and yeah, we just need to keep giving the ball to them to let them express themselves.
And how difficult is it at the moment? Like you say, you're in a bad run. Clearly, that affects confidence, particularly when you've got a lot of new guys in the dressing room. A lot of them will be experiencing not just this, but also Championship football for the first time. How do you rebuild that confidence? Is it as simple as results, or is it something else?
Like I said earlier, I think the beauty of the Championship, you have a game every couple of days, and we have got that on Tuesday against Derby. So yeah, it's obviously it hurts today, and it will hurt, and it should hurt. But we got another chance on Tuesday to get another 3 points.
Obviously, in the summer, you spoke about how much this club means to you, and you understand it as a key reason why you wanted to come here. On a personal level, how sort of disappointing has it been this start? Because clearly, as a new signing, it wouldn't have been kind of what you wanted either.
Yeah, look, it's not the start anyone wants, whether it's me or someone like Kenny. We're all in it together. We're all on the same thing. We've got the same ambition. So, yeah, we're not happy, and we shouldn't be. The fans are not happy, and rightly so. But look, it's up to us to get us out of this spot.
You mentioned, just sort of final couple from me, you mentioned responsibility. What does that look like? Like you say, frank conversations. Is it about kind of leaders emerging now in this group as well? Maybe not just beyond the senior guys, but also some of the younger guys sort of stepping up and taking responsibility in that sense? Yeah,
we all need to step up. As a club, we're in a tough spot at the minute. And like I said, there's no point hiding away from it because we know that. So yeah, everyone needs to step up, whether a senior player or a younger player. Finally, I mean, the good thing about this league is that it gives you an opportunity to go again pretty quickly. You have to go again on Tuesday. How do you kind of go about picking yourself up and getting ready for that game now? Yeah, like you say, there's a game around the corner, so we'll obviously be in rest and recover, and we'll look to put it right on Tuesday. Thanks, Harry. Appreciate that.